Wow, look at this place. A rainbow of flowers, blooming and dancing in the sunshine. Isn't nature just buzzing with beauty? And guess what? None of this would be here without some tiny, winged heroes. The bees. Buzz, buzz. Hello, my little friends. I'm Professor Zapnik, the world's greatest and buzziest bee professor. Put on your bee wings, because we're about to dive into the wonderful world of bees. Look at these little wonders, how hard they work, flying from flower to flower, collecting nectar, without ever taking a break. Incredible, isn't it? Such tiny creatures, doing such big jobs. See its body? It has 3 main parts, the head, the thorax, and the abdomen. Like all insects, it has 6 legs and 2 pairs of wings. And those wings? They beat so fast. They make that buzzing sound, up to 230 times per second. That buzz, to me, that's the music of nature. This right here is a beehive, like a bee city. Did you know a single bee family can have up to 60 members? That's like a soccer stadium, but with honey and pollen. Everyone has a job. Meet the crew. That's the queen. Nope, not a Disney princess. She's an egg-laying factory. She can lay up to 20 eggs a day. She holds the whole family together. Worker bees, all girls. They collect nectar, build the hive, clean, guard the entrance. They do everything. Drone bees, the boys. Their one job? To fall in love with the queen. But just once. Then, it's a short career. Hold on to your flower petals. A worker bee only lives for 5 to 6 weeks. But in that time, she works harder than a kid doing 20 math tests in a row. The queen, on the other hand, can live up to 4 or 5 years. Well, being queen has its perks. Now comes the sweet part. Honey doesn't just fall from the sky. Here's how bees make it. A bee lands on a flower and sucks up nectar with her straw-like tongue. She stores it in her special honey stomach, not her snack tummy. She flies home and passes it to another bee, mouth to mouth, bee style. It gets chewed, processed, dried, and dropped into a honeycomb cell. Bees fan it with their wings to dry it so it won't go bad. Then they seal it with wax caps, like tiny honey jars, and voila, honey. Honey is nature's candy. Bees visit around 2 million flowers to make just 1 jar of honey. That's why we say, every drop is a treasure. Honey is a superfood. Let's take a look. Natural sugar, quick energy, antibacterial, helps with sore throats and colds, packed with vitamins, enzymes, like a sweet vitamin snack. Heals wounds, people even used it on cuts in the old days. But remember, only eat honey if you're over 1 year old. It's not safe for babies. Did you know that pollination is the bee's superpower? Bees don't just make honey. They're the world's best gardeners. They pollinate flowers, helping them grow fruit. That's called pollination. No bees, no apples, no strawberries, and yes, no chocolate either. Cocoa flowers need pollinators too, but sadly, my little bee buddies, we've got a big problem. Bees are in danger, and when they're in trouble, we are too. Why? Let's see. Pollution from factories and cars, smoke, dust, and dirty air make it hard for bees to fly, and flowers produce less nectar in polluted air. Too many pesticides. Farmers spray lots of chemicals on crops. These poisons don't just hurt bugs, they poison flowers and bees along with them. Flower meadows are disappearing. Cities, roads, and buildings are taking over the land where wildflowers used to grow. And flowers? That's bee lunch. Climate change. Too hot, too cold, too unpredictable. Bees get confused about when to come out and often end up without enough food. And guess what? In some countries, 1/3 of all bees have already disappeared. If this continues, we'll have fewer fruits, vegetables, even chocolate could be in danger. But don't worry, there's hope, and you can be part of the rescue mission. And what can we do? The Buzzed Plan. Plant flowers. Bees love lavender, sunflowers, and phacelia. The more flowers, the more bee-happy places. Even a balcony pot makes a difference. Avoid chemicals. Say no to pesticides. Try natural solutions like nettle tea or cinnamon to keep pests away safely. Buy local honey. Support nearby beekeepers who care for bees. Plus, local honey is healthier and tastier. Spread the buzz. Tell your friends, your family, even your teacher why bees matter. Every voice helps. Because if bees live, so do we. All right, little bee rescuers. Now you know that without bees, we wouldn't have so many things we love. Flowers, fruits, honey, even chocolate. So go out there and spread the message. Save the bees. Let's buzz and protect together. Oh, that reminds me, little friend. Did you know bees can dance to talk? When a bee finds a yummy flower, she flies back to the hive and throws a buzzing disco party. This is called the waggle dance, and it's one of the most amazing things in all of nature. Ah, and the hive. Did you know this is where bees store their honey, where baby bees grow up, and where the queen lives too? Bees keep everything tidy, clean up, warm the hive, and even make air with their wings. It's like a real mini bee universe. When we protect the bees, we protect life, the flowers, the food, the planet, and our future too. They take care of the planet. Now it's our turn to take care of them. Buzz, buzz. And see you in the meadow, my friends.